on the barbecue, we're gonna try a bottom round roast.
First time we're doing beef on the barbecue, by the way, so pretty exciting day.
We're trying to figure out some times and temps and settings and stuff on this thing before we start putting some expensive briskets and everything on there. So this is a decent cut of meat, and the butcher said it should do pretty well. Not a real fatty meat, so we got to be careful not to overcook it and dry it out. So first step here is we're doing a salt brine with our standard salt, pepper, and a little bit of celery seed mixed into there. And so far that's the one that's been the best. We've tried some different rubs like Kansas City Dry Rub,
17th Street Magic Dust.
17th Street Barbecue in Southern Illinois has their Magic Dust we tried last week, but the one everybody seemed to like the best was just the salt, pepper, and celery seed one. So we're gonna go with that on this one.
Smoke is the magic.
So we're gonna go with that on this one here today too. So this thing's gonna go and sit in the fridge for a couple hours to get some rest. And we'll be back when we're ready to throw it on. All right, I want to thank my sister and brother-in-law for donating this nice tent. They were doing some garage cleaning, getting ready to move to Florida, and they said this thing was broken and needed some welding, but we just set it up, and the only thing we found was there's a little pin in one of these legs that was like busted up, so we removed it and just stuck something in there temporarily until we could come up with a permanent fix, like maybe just drill that hole all the way through so we can use those ball pin clamp pins or whatever the hell you call them. All right, we're gonna be firing this thing up soon. All right, the boss has got the fire lit and getting that thing going. Nice thing about this is it fires up real nicely and starts drawing right away. Yeah, we got a good coal bed going, and that pile's gonna get a lot smaller once it's cooking. Next thing we got to do is we got to set up a cook on the Meater app here. This is the app for those wireless thermometers. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to select probe 1. We're going to say set up cook, and today we're cooking beef. Good. And we're cooking a roast, and we're cooking a round. So now we're going to pick our temp here, and we're going to shoot for that. Yeah, we don't want rare. So I think if we go this way, that'll be good. Gets a little bit of a less moist and harder cut of meat, so we want to give it a little more time to soften itself up. And then once we got all that selected, we hit start cook. Now it's in the process of estimating the cook time. It's telling us that we got an internal temperature on the meat of 45 degrees, target of 145, and an ambient of 200 degrees in the cook chamber. So what are the thermometers telling us on the cook chamber temp right there?
Oh, it's just a little over 200 on the left side here, so it's pretty accurate.
Okay, so we're pretty close. It's telling me 202, so looks like those thermometers on the chamber are reading pretty close to what the wireless probes are giving us as actuals inside there. So now, after a little bit here, it will see how fast the temperature of the meat's coming up and monitor the chamber temperature, and then it'll give us an estimated cook time, and that way we'll know when to start throwing the sides on, or prepping stuff for the sides, and all of that fun stuff. So right now we're just gonna wait. Well, we're getting close to the end here. It's telling us we got about a half hour to go. Let's see what it looks like. Ooh, look at that.
There's a tallow, looking good.
Nice. We just got our alarm that the meat is ready to rest. Let's see what it looks like. Ooh, baby, look at that. I wish we had smell-o-vision here right now.
No, we'd have people showing up. Look at the bark on that. That looks so good. Wow.
Nice.
All right then, how long we got to rest it for?
Until the meter tells us it's done.
Okay, all right, that makes it easy. Look at that, you can see the rendered
Nice job,
fat starting
boss.
to seep out already. Right there, especially. I'm not gonna squeeze. I want the moisture to stay in there. Oh, look right here on the back side. You get it. Oh yeah, right there.
Well, we'll see. Let's let her rest. All right, finally got the signal. The resting is done. I'm ready to cut into this thing. Let's see how it looks.
Ooh, look at that bark. Look at that bark. Let me get the meter out of there. All right, where should I cut into it first? Just the end and work this way?
Against the grain.
Yeah, I know. The grain runs like this, so I'm gonna go here.
Nice and thin. Randy, you're supposed to cut it thin.
How much thinner do you want than that?
1/8 inch slices, not 1/4 inch slices. It would help if you were cutting right-handed and not left-handed.
I am cutting right-handed. You're standing across from me.
You cut from the right. You're cutting bass backwards.
Bass backwards.
Rotate the frickin' thing around, for Christ's sake.
No, it's working just fine like this.
These are pathetic cuts, my friend.
Those who can't do, record video.
Take the camera and I'll show you how to do it.
I've seen a guy with no hands cut better.
Have you now? What's his name? Where does he live?
There you
Does he
go.
go to another school? Would I not know him?
Don't cut the whole thing, leave the rest until you're ready for more.
All right, let's look at that smoke ring. I don't know how to lock this up, whatever. Okay, I'm gonna take a piece from right here. Ooh, look at that smoke ring. That is perfect. Perfect! I'm gonna eat some.
Well, we're gonna call that a success. That was a pretty good meal for a rather tough cut of meat to normally deal with. It's not a real fatty meat, but man, did that taste good with that smoke on it. I think the temps are dialed in, you know, that running at a 225 is pretty good, and once we sliced it a little thinner than my son was cutting it, it was like butter. So we'll try something new next week and see if we can get that on video too. So hang in there and look for the next one. Have a good night.